tell you, honestly, that music really gets me going in the morning. Not only, not only does it mean I get to talk to you, with you, but I really, really love that 50s vibe, that almost that 60s twist, right? I love that kind of music. Good morning, Elisa. Good morning. And it just gets me going. I was so sad to hear about Elvis Presley's daughter. That was a sad thing. That was poor mom, poor Priscilla, right? That's the saddest part. Not only did we lose a legend's daughter, but she was a legend in her own right. She sounded just like her father. It was amazing to listen to her sing. Yeah. I wish she had done more in the music world that was out noticeable. Good morning, Dennis Casey. Good morning. Good morning. That was out, for everybody to see. So this morning we have a intuitive in the shop. So we have Mary Beth McGuire coming from Waterville, and she has a couple appointments available still, which you can come into the shop for. What else do we have going on? We're going to pull a card this morning, and I keep looking at this Oracle of E, and I don't think I've used it very much. For some reason, I'm picking on decks that I haven't either used or I haven't. I don't think I've used this deck. Okay, I might have a problem. Good morning, Penny. I might have a problem because if I see a new deck of cards, good morning from San Francisco. You're awake early, Lisa. You're awake early. I usually end up, if they strike me, I will buy them. Good morning. Good morning. Decky? Is it Decky? Good morning. Okay. Let's move forward. All right, here we go. So what are we doing today? What kind of day do we have planned out? I need a haircut in the worst way. I need to make that appointment. All right, so this is the deck of the Oracle of E by Colette Baron-Reid and Pam Grout. Pam Grout. It's a quiet morning. People aren't used to me being on this early. They're like, is that really Lisa's alarm? What the hell? I just have to go. I am in the shop today, solo, except for Beth. And yeah, I love Colette Baron-Reid too. She has this very down-to-earth energy about. Is this your first time here, Lisa? Lisa Bowles, is this your first time here? It's Ellie Coyle, you guys. Ellie Coyle, I would like to set you up. Not with a date or anything, but I would no, it's not your first time. Okay, I'm sorry. Our feed goes so quickly. That's because we have 5 or 6 different, actually we have 8 different feeds coming in here. So our feed does go quickly. But Colette Baron-Reid has this really down-to-earth energy, but it's in her smile. I think it's her smile. It's just very, very genuine and very like you could sit down and talk to her. I do love her stuff. I would like to see her in person. I'd like to maybe take a couple classes from her. She's just very accessible, I guess is a great way to put it. Very reassuring. That's a great way to put it. I like that, Lisa. That's great. Very reassuring. Angus says he's here too. Awesome. So keep the cussing to a minimum. Good morning, Angus. Yeah, but Ellie, I do want to talk to you about getting in the books for late February. You saw it in person. She just looks like a great energy. Just looks like a great energy to get to experience. So the card deck that I have is her energy of an E. I don't think I've ever used these before because they're very difficult to shuffle, first of all. But I'm trying to break out some of these decks that I haven't been using. I guess that's what my guides are telling me because I don't know what that deck is sitting over there because it's backwards. But I have a lot of... Problem is I have to dig through one. Oh, I used one of hers yesterday too. The Good Tarot. I used the Good Tarot. Okay, so Let's see what our first card is. That's funny. Uh, not in person. On live classes. Oh, okay. Okay. If you see any more live classes, Ellie, coming up, let me know because I would love to do that. I would love to do that. And I have to tell you about who I did transmediumship through last night. Blew my mind. We actually sat down like little private detectives after the transmediumship and figured out who it was. She gave so many incredible clues as to who she was, but she didn't come right out and say it because why not be cryptic, right? The Enchanted Maps. Now I have that one too. I read from that yesterday too. I didn't realize that was her. That's a really pretty deck, and I didn't realize it was as gorgeous as it is. So, good morning. Can I get a good morning, everybody? Good morning. Yeah, I read from that one yesterday morning too. I didn't realize they were Colette Baron reads. I have a sick amount of cards. Yeah, like when I say sick, like I need help. I need to stop. And now I can buy them wholesale. Which makes it even worse. Actually, good morning, Tammy Nelson. Tammy, what are your dates for Virginia so I can write that down? Because I have a May thing I have to do. I think that's the 6th and 7th. And I'm trying to plan Ellie coming in. So anyways, today's card, let me get back to the card. Wrecking Ball. Okay, April. Am I still invited to that? Let's do that again. Is it the 22nd through the 27th or the 27th through the next month? Good morning, Ben. I love the New Soul Truth one. I've been doing my daily reads with them. Which one is it? April or what's the dates in April again? Look at those. Wrecking Ball. April 17th. Okay, that makes a whole lot more sense. Okay. April 17th through the 22nd. Okay. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning. So sometimes, oh man, the best rewards come after the wrecking ball. Oh my goodness, right? We have to tear things down to even realize we need something new sometimes. You're fine. We're not awake yet, Tammy. It's okay. Sometimes, squirrel, we have to tear things down to realize we needed something different, don't we? That is a big deal. And I have that going on with our oldest right now is he's realizing that the universe is placing things in front of him. And it's really so cool to watch. But anyways, it's okay when things fall apart a little bit. It is. And it may feel like the end of the world. It may feel like we're depressed. It may feel like we're having all these issues. The only person that can move us forward, girl, things have to fall apart to come together. They absolutely do. And who else has been like working on, it's like tearing your house apart to clean. It's like tearing your house apart to clean. Good morning, Fonda. Give Fonda a welcome. It is her first time. She is new. We have to shake our energy up to create change. We absolutely do. And if we're going to stay stagnant and we're going to continue doing the same old thing, you're just going to continue doing the same old thing. And so just allow it to come in, accept it, and go, okay, well, now what does the universe have in plan for me? Good morning, Angel. Oh my gosh, Angel, seriously, really, I have to talk to you later. That just hit me like a wrecking ball. No, seriously, I just like bam, just like bam. Interesting. Everything is in chaos right now in my world. I'm allowing it, but it can be very distracting. It can be, but I know you got this, Tammy. I know you got this. Okay. So let's pull one more here, and I'm going to talk to you about who we had come across in transmediumship last night. It was very, very interesting because when things fall apart, we regain our focus. We can pinpoint what we want. I think you got your number. I think I got my number. We can pinpoint. You can see the sun shifting. That's how early it is. No! We can pinpoint after things fall apart. Sometimes we can, and we see it for what it is. We can go, wow, wow. And most of the time, matter of fact, all the time, we've manifest what we have coming up, right? Whether good, bad, ugly, whatever. But being able to see the change as a positive thing and how is it working for you rather than against you is always very, very, your Angel Boothman. Now we have two angels on here. So one's my sister, and then there's Angel Boothman. She says, "Good morning. My focus is gone." That's okay. It's okay. If you ever come into the shop, you guys, if you come into the, or if you're even on here talking, in the shop, one on the very top shelf is a squirrel, and that is why there's a squirrel there. I am always in a million different places, and I used to think this is a bad thing. And as I'm working forward on my spiritual journey, I'm realizing that we're stepping into a bunch of different things to see what we like. And then we step back out and we go, okay, no, that's not for me. I'm going to go in a different direction. We're allowed to do that. It's part of our grace. Yeah. Ben's like, yep, sure is a squirrel up there. I've had people ask me to buy the squirrel. I'm like, no, that's my squirrel. If you want your own squirrel, you go buy your own squirrel. It's my squirrel. I need that squirrel to remind me to stay focused. Every once in a while, I look up there and I'm like, this is how I've gotten here. This is what my guides are like. That squirrel is how I've gotten here. I've stepped into enough pools to say, I don't like that, and I don't like that, and I don't like that, to know what I do like. So instead of looking at that squirrel as a bad thing, look at it as, well, now I know what I don't like, or no, now I know what I don't need to do, and move forward. It's not always the easiest thing to see through the shit, though. Sorry, Angus, to see through the stuff that we have in front of us. But then again, we put it there, so ta-da, good job. There we are. So last night we were doing Transmediumship, and if you are in the platinum levels, the Transmediumship will be up on today, so you can view it if you didn't make the class last night. And I'm kind of glad that it was a small class last night. It was a small group because I was, and I'm not going to tell you a lie. And you guys that have been following me for a long time, you know this. Message me because Angus has loads of questions. What's Transmediumship? Okay. I was nervous to do this last night. And it was because I haven't done it in front of people in months. I'll sit in spirit and all that, but I don't do it in front of people just because I haven't felt in alignment yet to do so. So last night I was like, okay, I even moved it up 2 weeks. So at the beginning of the week, I moved it up 2 weeks because I have some things to do. And at the time I was going to do this. So I'm sitting there and we had this really, yeah, like a buffet of things that we can look at. Right. Absolutely. I think I have huge lag today, you guys. Huge lag. Is there a bad, am I glitchy today? Because I'm way behind on, they're just popping up a little bit at a time. So we were sitting there last night and there was 3 of us in addition to me. And I thought, because I was sitting there going, oh, good. Thank you, Lisa. I was sitting there thinking, well, am I even going to be able to bring somebody across? Because I didn't feel as if I was going to have Oz come across. And if anybody's watched Oz is kind of snarky. He is very intelligent. He kind of looks at humans like, aren't they cute? And he's just this different energy. But the other thing is my neck is really messed up right now. And he does this thing. Good morning, Trish. He does this thing where he tries to use my head like a Pez dispenser. And he has to be reminded that I only go in certain directions, And so I was like, oh, please don't hurt my neck tonight. Please don't. I'm just now getting straight. And so I had this really soft energy come across last night. It's story time. I had this really soft energy come across last night, and I knew I was going to have a female energy, but I didn't know who it was. Well, I've channeled the oracles before, the oracles of Delphi as a collective, which is really amazing and cool. And I'm very honored every time I do it. But to start last night, do you guys want to hear about this, or you want to do something else? Because I have squirreled on you. So Good morning, Beverly. So we will do this as a gallery in the shop as soon as the other side is open. But we're yeah. So it was glitchy last night. It wasn't glitchy. Actually, I settled in, and what transmediumship is really just sitting back and allowing an energy to come through. And to start with, I had a little girl running through here. Good morning, Allie Rosebrock. Answer your dang phone. Look at that. You had to come online to get scolded. Answer your phone. I want to talk to you. I need to talk to you. Anyhow, so good morning, Retta. I love your name. Yeah, this is my home camera, Beverly. And actually yesterday was just glitchy for some reason. It was restreamed. So I had this little girl running around, and she was mediumship is what she. Oh, you're crisis handling. Call me today when you're not crisis handling, please. I have a very interesting question to ask you. I do. So today we have a reader coming in today, Mary Beth McGuire, you guys. She'll be in at noon, and she'll be there till like 5. She does have a few appointments available, but call me, Allie. I want to talk to you. Anyhow, so I sat there, and this little girl was just running around. She was making me much more comfortable with mediumship, and she just had this cute little giggle, and she was just running around. I was telling everybody, because I'm like, I'm setting down into spirit and settling in, and I'm like, I could hear this little girl, and she just was the sweetest little thing, and she was laughing, and she was grabbing my hand. She's like, "Oh, it's okay," and was helping me. As I just realized, she was really helping me to calm and settle, and so I settle in, and I step back, and I have this individual, and I know it's a woman, and she was talking to me about selenite. She was like, "Look at all of this selenite. It's so beautiful everywhere." Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got a troll. Boom, chicka, wow, wow. Got the troll. Bye-bye, troll. If you get any messages from a Syndra angels, please disregard. That is not associated to us. So she's showing me all of the selenite and how these beautiful mountains of selenite, and it was so cool. And I'm trying to think of all the things she said, because once you do this, it's gone like that, right? So I wrote it down. And she was showing me her perspective of humanity. Good morning, Jackie Star. I love your name. She was showing me her perspective of humanity, which was very much like looking down upon players. And she was talking about, what was she talking about? Because once you step back and you're sitting, you're listening, but it's very, very, very distant. What was she talking about? She was talking about the connection of human collective consciousness to the universal collective consciousness, and our roles and how we move forward. So it was really interesting. And I was sitting there way back in like a back room listening to this thing go on, because they're using your energy, your physicality to bring across messages. And I don't remember the whole message. I don't remember. I just am honest. I'm going to tell you, I don't remember the message, other than the bulk of it was that. And we get done, and she was like, she shut off like that. She was just like done. And she was very monotone through the whole thing. And I'm like, and even Isis goes, "Well, when she's done, she's done." She let me ask one question, and I said, "I don't know, man. I'm just a facilitator." So I'm like, I would really like to know who this person is, because I've never channeled or brought her through transmediumship before. But she's and the only way the only way I could put her energy into words was liquid silver. I don't know how else to explain her. It was like this beautiful flow, and she kept showing me this liquid silver like mercury. And I'm like, what in the world is this? Well, I didn't realize she was trying to give me indications of who she was. Good morning, April. I didn't know she was trying to tell me who she was. So I have connections with Artemis and Athena and all these different energies, right? So I'm like testing those energies out. They're like, "That ain't me." And I'm like, okay. So after a while, we had a resource online last night that is awesome. Tanya Lee is really wonderful. She channels a Titan. She channels Helios. It's really, really cool to watch her do this. She's a little bit, she says she's glitchy, but I think we're all glitchy when we do this. And anyway, so we're talking, and I'm like, so we come to the point where I'm like, she's looking down on people as if they're players in a game, almost like the people from Men in Black when they open the locker, right? This is my reference. She's so much better. She goes, oh, you mean like in Clash of the Titans when they're moving people around and they're watching their existence. And I went, oh my God, yeah, that's it. Like, that's how it looks like. But, not exactly like that. It's just a perspective. So we started putting things together. And I kept going, well, the mountains were absolutely beautiful. The mountains were just like this most beautiful selenite. I don't know where she is. I have no idea, but it's just she's alone and it's dark and she's on the surface of a planet and all I see is selenite. And come through our detective work, it come to what we believe is the Titan goddess. Get this stuff. I mean, whoever, and look at me, I'm gonna stir my tea because it makes me glitchy. It makes me glitchy still because I lived a major part of my life muggly, but what we come through with the evidence she gave us, the selenite on the moon, the selenite in this, because it looked like it was just barren, and then it had big pinks of selenite. But we jumped from we went with the goddess of silver, because we're googling all sorts of things trying to figure out who this individual is, and we one of them checked into the goddess of silver. Her name is Selene, Seleni. No, N-E, like selenite. You just add an I-T-E to the end of it and you have selenite. And I'm like, really? Really? She's like, let's speak slowly for the humans. Maybe they'll figure it out. But that silver was the keyword. That was the keyword was, look this up. You're going to figure it out. You'll figure it out. Well, she is the Titan goddess of the moon. She also works with Hecate and Artemis, and I work with Artemis all the time. So I was like, it's a partnership, and I was like, this is the coolest. Okay, I don't want to say it's the coolest trance mediumship I've ever done, but I think it is. I believe that it was a cool experience to be able to sit there in that energy because it felt like liquid silver. Goddess of silver, Selene. Yeah, Titan, goddess of the moon. She birthed, I think she birthed Helios. I don't know, I have to look it up. It was so cool. But if you've never seen somebody do trance mediumship, it does. Good morning, Lori. It does look a little funky. It does look a little funky, and I'm okay with looking a little funky. Look, I don't have my makeup on. I'm a little funky. But so it was just a really, really cool experience, and it only was a half an hour last night. But it was this individual stepping forward saying, hey, I'm going to make more of a presence here, and I need to be ready for that. And it's not like it's a big thing, like I have to be prepared. It's just somebody that has chosen to come through to bring across messages. And we have these individuals come across when we have things to learn as humans, and we're trying to figure things out. And I'm just figuring this out myself right now as I talk. We have things that we have come across at the time we need them, so we can see beyond what's put in front of us, so we can laser beam out, right? So we can use the wrecking ball. And I've had a wrecking ball. If anybody that watches us on a steady basis knows that, we're on consistently 4 or 5 times a week, and then nothing for 3 months, pretty much. I mean, when I say nothing, I might get on, once every other week or so. After Bill passed away, that was my wrecking ball. It was my, it just brings you right back to humanity, and right back to that, so much emotion that I couldn't get through it. I just couldn't get through it. And I make myself busy to compensate. And that's what I did. So I made myself so busy. Then I went, oh gosh, I don't have time for this and this and this. And I decided it's time to get my focus back. And here we are. Because it's not the same without having our membership, people. It really isn't. I don't know if anybody on here is on the membership. That feeling I'm talking about. Thank you, April. It was just a tough thing. But the membership, Zeta, good morning from Germany. And who's in here as a member? Can I get a whoop whoop? Who's a member? If you're the membership is a support system, and I forgot that. I didn't want to be the person that was like in charge of scheduling and stuff, because that's all I really do is I'm in charge of scheduling. Everybody else runs the membership basically, because it's so cool to watch everybody grow and just ebb and flow together. But I knew I had a support group. I don't know. I didn't do so good falling back into that. Angel is membership. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. So, April, yeah, your name looked familiar. You've been on with us a couple years. I haven't been on in a while. Yeah, you haven't been on in a while. Welcome back. Welcome back. So what do we have going on next week? Monday. Good morning, Mr. Fry. There's Mr. Fry. I see him there. What do we have going on Monday? What day is the week is this? This is Laura's class, I believe. I believe it's Laura's class. I don't have my schedule in front of me right now, which is weird. So that'll be Laura's class on Monday. And then we have, Sunday, we have an online sale. I have to put that announcement out. We're doing an online sale. I just got a bunch of new cards in last night. Bumper stickers. Oh my gosh. You guys, the bumper stickers are so cute. Got bumper stickers, a bunch of new herbs in. We're waiting on some other things to come in. So we have a lot of stuff that's going on. I need to get in. We have something called Railgar that I have to put into the store, you guys. Once it's in the store, I expect it to be snapped up like crazy. It's really cool stuff. So I'm going to go in early today and work on getting some more things in the store. But if you're not local to Defiance, Ohio, you can always, as always, how do you become a member? I see, Jackie, you're good. Thank you for keeping me focused, because I went, My Mystical Life down here. Any selenite? Oh, Lisa, we have tons of selenite. That's funny though. You're good. I like you. You can go to mymysticallife.com, and we keep our membership fees pretty low. The classes, you get 4 classes a month, and they are so much fun because they're done Zooms. And we start at $11.11 a month. So you go to mymysticallife.com and you go to the membership tab at the top. You're close. You're in West Virginia. That's not far. 5 hours. So you can actually just, once you join and you're in the classes, you can see every class we've ever done. So there's a huge library of recorded classes and some meditations in there and some healing sessions in there. We do yearly Heidi, good morning. Rita says they have awesome selenite. Wait till you see the rest of this other selenite I put out. I just put some more out. We do gatherings every year. We're going to do one this year. Tanya Lee. I was telling everybody about trying to figure out who this person is. I didn't realize Selene was spelled Selene. Selene. Like selenite, Tanya. I didn't realize that. I thought it was like, I don't know, it was like Celine Dion. It was weird. When I sat down this last night and I was looking at it, I'm like, she kept talking about all that selenite. Good morning, Jackie. Okay, so but we do gatherings this year. We're talking about doing one up to the UP of Michigan to go to Marquette. Not Marquette. We need to do that anyways, but to go to what is it? Mackinac. We're going to go to Mackinac, and we are going to go Uperlite hunting with Renee Shellum. So I think that sounds like a blast. You know, if you're in the area, which we have a lot of people in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Illinois area, that Pennsylvania, that it's a super affordable way to go because it's not that expensive. We're going to go before the major rush up to Mackinac. Got your first piece of selenite and love it. Selenite is an amazing crystal. You can keep your interest. Come on, Heidi. We are going to go do it. You better have a UV light, man. We're going to go walking around the beaches looking for stuff. I'm going to talk to Sam tonight about setting up a date because I have 2 other dates, April and May. So we have to do it in that time frame because, you know, the beaches get hunted out, but we don't want to be there for the flies or the biting flies and stuff. Good morning, Amy. So, good morning, Shilpa. Elizabeth, good morning. You've done it? Awesome. Good. You can be a guide. And if Heidi will be our guide. No. Trying to plan trip home too. Gotcha, Tanya. I'll let you know. I have to get with Sam. And then our other membership group meeting is going to be, mudlarking is going to be in Sedona. That's what we're talking about. I have to finalize some things here and work on some things. We're looking for an affordable way to do Sedona. Good luck, right? So those are the things we're doing. I don't remember what I was talking about, Ben. He's like, squirrel. Like, I don't remember what I was talking about. Do you know much about astral traveling? I do cognizant dreaming. Astral traveling I have done on many occasions within meditation with my guides through their assistance, not as an intentional thing. They just go, let's do this. And I go, what? But we do have a class on astral traveling in the membership. Yeah. Oh, membership. So what else we do in the membership? Thank you, Beverly. Depending on what level you are, each month we do guided meditations. Those are all in the membership as well. We also do guided hypnosis sessions where you can just watch recordings. We actually did one a couple months ago about somebody got sick on a plane. So we take requests. And then we also do meditation, healing sessions, but we're going to be bleeding some of these things over into the physical shop here in Defiance. So we're going to be doing extra classes at the shop, and they'll all be sent over to the membership as well. There's a private Facebook group for members, and those will be going over there. Meredith Reed and Michael Groomer. Now my morning is complete. My childhood must have been interesting. My childhood is not anything like you would think it would have been. I spent most of my childhood on horseback. I was a tomboy. I didn't start doing any of this till I was 38 years old. So this is not, and I'm 50 something, 51. I think I'll be 52. Oh boy, right, Hallie? So, good morning, everybody. Anywho, so the membership is really awesome. The membership is incredible. It's great to have all those classes. But you know what I find to be, and this is not even bullcrap. I mean, this is the truth. The most incredible thing about the membership is the people. You can have a membership and have people totally disconnected, not speaking, not communicating. They just show up for the class, or they go watch the recordings, all of those things, right? And it's very sterile. But then there's my mystical life people. And I have no idea the extent of the network of communication within the membership, because I will be talking to one person, they'll message and we'll be talking about something, and they're talking about somebody else that I was like, I didn't even know you knew them. They're like, oh yeah, we talk all the time. And I'm like, yeah, like when so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so to get together, we do a little group chat, we have a great time, we talk. And I'm like, really? I didn't know. So it is, it's totally amazing to watch. It's the people. That's the thing. It's the people. We are not sterile for sure. No, we're not sterile, are we, Michael? It's awesome. Oh, it's so cool to watch. We waited for years to get Michael in the membership. And we absolutely love Michael Groomer's energy. I'm not sure what he's doing in life yet, but he's doing something. And all of us, I think, are pretty much agreed within the membership or the group that we're like, we're watching you. We want to see what you do. Please sip lots of fertilizer, goes around. We have fun. I think that's the thing. It is lots of fertilizer. We're all watching Michael Groomer. No pressure, Michael. No. But we do know Michael Groomer is going to do something amazing. We're just not sure what yet. I don't think he knows either. It's okay. Oh, come on, Meredith. She's like, I made a hilarious, she's talking to Michael Groomer. She's like, oh man, I made a hilarious private post this morning about essential oils. I'm building the courage. Just share it. Just hit the button. We sure do stink up the room. Michael's like, that's creepy, but hot. Always watching. Always watching. Oh, Mr. Fry. Oh, Lord, you never know what's going to happen here. You never know. We did cussy Southern Karen cards the other day. Oh, Lord. I was freaking hysterical. Mike Wazowski. Shit. Let me pull another card. Lord, I do declare this shit in here is high. What is that deck of cards? I don't even know. Oh no. You've arrived. My first stalkers. What is this? Oh, I like these cards, but I haven't used them in a couple of years. Oh, okay. The Karen cards. The Karen cards, you guys, are freaking hysterical. You just realized yesterday that the word bed looks like a bed. I had to think about it for a second. Good morning, Linda. Your stalkers have arrived. I love you, Michael. Oh, Lord, I do declare. Okay. Serious, you guys. Come on. Be serious. Because sometimes we need some clarity. Oh, okay. Sometimes you just need some clarity to move forward. At the beginning, do we have clarity on pretty much any situation? No, we build clarity as we learn, as we grow. Serious? Are you crazy? We are never serious. Can you give Chloe a welcome? She is new here. I like these cards today. Oh, Lord of mercy, why? We were doing so well. Oh, okay. I'm liking these cards this morning. Okay, so this is collective, right? Sometimes we need clarity, but do we find clarity at the beginning always? We don't. We have to step through some stuff to find that clarity. But here's what's really important. When we're working with other individuals, when we're working with other energies, we're thought processes, we're trying to build things, it's also very important to have boundaries. You don't want to just jump in and say, oh gosh, I am going to Michael Groomer. That's not cool, man. He's like, run away. Run away. Oh, you never know what's going to happen here. You got to have a sense of humor. Good morning, Chelsea. You have to have a sense of humor. So make sure you Michael Groomer, you're killing me, man. Killing me, Smalls. You have to have boundaries when you step into new situations. And this is for quite a few of us on here right now. It's okay. It's okay to feel like you need help. It's okay to ask for help. Please ask for help as you're doing new things, right? Because you don't always get that clarity from yourself. You might get it from somebody external trying to help you create something or build something or be a part of something. And when you tell people, no, I can do it all myself. I am self-sufficient. I can do everything I need. I don't need anybody else to help me. What happens is we lose some of that possible insight, some of the things that could have been brought to us that we wouldn't have thought of. We don't have to think of it all. We don't have to do it all. We don't have to be, shut up, Mr. Fry. He's over here going, right. He's giving me a hard time this morning, you guys. So mean. Because, and sometimes that clarity is remembering you have a support network for a reason. Ben's absolutely correct. Sometimes that clarity comes back to you and says, hey, you have people to lean on, right? Because while you don't, okay, how to put that? You're missing I'm watching the comments over here, you guys. It's so funny. Because if you're not leaning on other people, if you're not leaning on your guides, you're not leaning on your intuition, um, you know, you're missing out on a lot of things. You bring it all together. And things start to turn, things start to become, things start to go full circle, the references, right, to the Wheel of Fortune. Things start to manifest. Things start to flesh out and become. And you know why? Because when you realize that you have more than just yourself, when you realize that you can reach out to other people, even if you're scared, even if you've been hurt in the past, reaching out to other people can be very hard, right? Know that you actually are gaining the wisdom. You're gaining the wisdom by being open to other people, to being open to other ideas, to being open to letting things fall apart, to remanifest, to bring in that clarity by using all of those things. Not just yourself. This is the Magician card in Tarot. Okay, this is the Magician card in Tarot. The Magician card says you have everything you need within your grasp to create what you want, to be what you want. And it doesn't necessarily mean, it doesn't say you have it all. It says you have it within your grasp. You have it within your ability to do this if you use your tools. Wrecking ball and laser focus, right? Let it fall apart and then rebuild. Thank you, Chloe. Be that magician. Be that person that realizes they can rebuild, even if something, and I'm going to tell you, I've heard this a couple times in the past few days. Can't trust, don't like, won't rely on other people, shut down my heart, can't do it, blah, blah, blah. And when you keep saying that, it doesn't matter how many times another person says to you, you could change this if you wanted to. If you don't do it, you're going to stay in that cycle. And where does that cycle get you? Depression, anxiety, because you're living in the past and the future, what somebody did to me and what I'm going to do. Oh no, jazz hands. Right? And I know it's serious. It's a serious subject, but the only person that can break the cycle is you. But doesn't mean you can't have the assistance of others to be there on the journey with you. Good morning. Negative draws negative every time, right, Beverly? Every time. So, which movie is that? Be the Change. What movie is that? Oh no, that was Aladdin. Be yourself. No, be the change. If you've been hurt, it's part of the process. Yes, and Michael says the cycle becomes an endless loop if unbroken. If the people that are not supporting you are not supporting you, then why are they your people? If you don't change your processes, then what kind of progress do you hope to make? Are you comfortable? You know how many people get comfortable in suffering? Okay, let's do this. Do you know, and I'm asking a question for an answer, do you know one person that likes to suffer? Everything is always negative. How's your day? Oh, crap, don't ask. Some people like to suffer. It is, and I'll tell you why in a second. I'll tell you why. Sam says a big part of getting assistance is also doing the work to heal. Nobody else can make us heal. Absolutely, honey. You are absolutely right. The Muffin Man. The Muffin Man. Shut up, Fry. Do you know the Muffin Man? Oh my God. Complacency is a bitch. Yes. So a lot of us, and Meredith, I know this sounds like I'm picking on Toledo. Toledo is full of it. Toledo is full of suffering, and it's voluntary. People that are living in cycles that they've never bothered to change because nobody told them they could do it. Yep. It's just an energy. When you drive through Toledo, you feel it. Here's why. Yeah, she agrees. Here's why people stay in that suffering loop. Nobody told them they could change it, right? Nobody told them you don't have to do this. Like, if you aim higher, you'll go higher. But they see their parents and they see their grandparents and they see everybody around them do the same thing. You get up, you go to the grind, you come home, you do this, and then you go to bed. You do it all over again. The Muffin Man. Good morning, Diana. Your package is on the way today. So first, people, and some people need the permission to change. Some people feel they need permission to change. You try to explain it to outsiders. There's sections of Toledo, and would you agree with this, Meredith? Sections of Toledo that you can feel it when you pull in the drive in the neighborhood. You just know that this is the way they are. This is the way they've been, the whole neighborhood, for years and years and years. Just going to the grocery store can be draining. Linda says, today is my first anniversary from leaving that toxic environment. I'm right here with this group for a reason. Absolutely, Linda. So, and the other thing is our subconscious, oh, here we go. Good morning, troll. Bye. There, we're gone now. So if Suliat Wade messaged you, I'm so sorry. Sam says that some people will take the blue pill rather than accept there's another possibility. Absolutely. So when our subconscious, so if we can take it to science too, right? Sorry. Our subconscious is looking to protect us. All right. Our subconscious is going to do the same things that's safe. Now, what we're doing on a day-to-day, even if it's self-destructive and we don't know that it's unsafe because our subconscious says this is the pattern that we do, because we're aware of it, because it makes us comfortable. That's why I say some people are comfortable and they're very comfortable with that suffering, because it is a level of comfort, believe it or not. It's a level of comfort because the subconscious says, yeah, but you know what you're going to expect, right? You're just going to expect to suffer. You're going to expect tomorrow to be bad. Because if it was good, you wouldn't know how to handle it. And then it's so depressing if it goes bad again. Yeah. So you might as well just stay bad. Just stay bad. We're going to stay right here. Yeah. And it's because the subconscious gets into that comfort zone. Michael says, being a victim is a role that many like to take on. They feed through that suffering early and often. Absolutely. So when somebody decides to break that chain, it can be difficult. It can be difficult to get your head above that water. You need help to do so sometimes. And that's where leaning other people helps. You have to be able to trust other people. And if you can't trust the people you're around, that's part of the problem. Knock, 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 McFly. Right? If you can't trust the people, and I'm going to use this as an example, and I'm sorry, I'm energy vampires, right? If my husband, and this is just an odd example, and I'm so sorry, but this is the one I'm going to use. I see people online snatching up their boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever's phone, and being like, I'm going to see who's seen this online. I'm going to see who they're cheating on me with. Who are they talking to that I wouldn't approve of? Who sees these videos? Danger, Will Robinson, danger. Who's seen these videos? They disgust me. They do. Because that is an example of somebody that will revolve in that energy. And Meredith Reed is correct. If you look, you will find something because you're anticipating it. You are dragging that energy into your existence. If my husband picked up my phone right now, have at it, man. Go for it. Have fun. Ain't gonna find nothing exciting on there. And he's just gonna be like, let's shut it down because it keeps going off. I don't know what the heck to do with it. So if you're anticipating that, you're dragging that energy to you. And if you can't trust that person, why the hell are you there? because you're hoping that something, because really when you open that phone, you're like, I'm going to find something. And riding that adrenaline wave until it crashes against the wall, the only person that can change that circumstance is you, is the person that it's happening to. So that's what I mean. Some people like to reside in that suffering. They're like, here it comes. Here it comes. It's a train that's going to hit the wall. Meredith says you're messing with your brain, not trusting your intuition. Don't need evidence if you trust yourself, right? And good morning, Beth Fry. So it's just one of those things that if you are not trusting, if you're riding that emotional adrenaline wave, which a lot of people do now because of the chaos that we go through online. People like, oh, my downtime is watching the internet. Really? Because the internet's chaos. Those YouTube videos, and not YouTube, but those TikTok videos, they're chaos. Mm-hmm. How often do you take that time and say, I'm going to take it with me? Yeah. I know. Teaching, not preaching. Teaching, not preaching. So, yeah, time to, there's a lot of people that do this. Don't be one of those people. I know one person that just decided one day she decided she was done with the chaos. She lived in chaos. And one day she said, here's the thing, I am worthy of love, a good job, a good situation, and better things in life. Worthy. It has to do with your self-worth as well. Waking up, having coffee. Some mistakes suffering as karma when it's really a repeating lesson that they refuse to learn and move on. Absolutely. Everybody's worthy of more. We're born worthy of more. No matter what we're told as children, or within the home, within the church, with whatever, we're worthy of so much more. I didn't used to believe that. I really didn't. Good morning, Vicki. But now, and I think that I'll tell you when I changed my mind on that. I know when I changed my mind on that, because a lot of times it's a gradual thing, right? And it was Leanne Brooks says 2 kids, 6 cats, funeral home job. I don't have time for snooping. If you're being sneaky behind my back, then shame on you, and karma will get you faster than I. Good morning, Angel. When I realized that I had guides, Michael Groomer, I'm worthy of stalking trollers, dang it. But the first time I really, and not just like I have guides, right? And just didn't really invest in it. The first time I emotionally invested in the fact that I had energies around me that loved me enough to be there for me, to assist me and help me forward in life. That's when I first started to realize I had self-worth. Didn't matter how much you work and how much you're loved. If you don't love here, it's kind of a hollow thing, right? Not hollow from them, but I mean, it just doesn't feel as authentic. So, or you're living authentically. Look at Diana Bradley. Michael Groomer, morning, one of her favorite people. We all like Michael. I don't know. He has this really great energy that just attracts people in. It's like a warm hug. If you don't know Michael, you should. He's probably going to be like, I'm getting off here. Anyhow, I don't even remember what I was saying. But I do know, oh my gosh, I'm on here half an hour longer than I meant to be. I need to go to work now. I'm going to drink the rest of my coffee. Mm-hmm. I brought a spoon this morning for my caramels because I'm classy like that. So, got tired of digging in the cup for them. Right? Oh, that sun. That's when I know it's time. Anyhow. Anyways. What time do we open today? 11. But as soon as yeah, 11 because I have to go to Walmart because yay, exciting. That's okay yet, Michael, though. Michael's like, but still find a partner. Absolutely. We need that connection, right? And Michael, if you sat back and thought about it, are you ready? Because you have so much growth going on. You have a lot of growth going on. So when you decide you're ready is when it's going to happen on a like a deep level. Like not just because you want somebody, but because you want somebody to feed the soul. Don't forget, you guys, tomorrow we're having a live sale on our mystical crystals. You can find it there. You can find it at My Mystical Life. You can find the live sale on the Mystical Moons soon. I agree with you, Michael. You're just waiting for that puzzle piece. That's all. That'll be at 3:30 Central Time, and we do giveaways. Don't forget, you guys, we do giveaways during the sale, and we haven't done a sale in a while, so there'll probably be some really good giveaways. Yeah, if you're local, you'll be able to pick up in store. We won't have to ship it, so that's nice. What time's the sale? 3:30 Central. I'm just gonna say 3 because I don't like to get tangled up in this, and we're Eastern though, so right, 3:30 Central. I hope this message helped you somebody today. I feel like it went from here all the way around. I don't know where the hell I've been. So, everybody, have a great day. Find light. Love you too, Michael. Find light. Aren't you in Arkansas? You don't have to buy anything, Ben. You can just come in and sit and talk. Yeah. The sale is online. It's not in the store for Sunday. It is online. It is online. Yeah, absolutely. We have a lot of stuff I just got new cards in. We'll even be selling the herbs and stuff online, you guys. So, yeah. We want to come down crystal hunting that direction. Okay. If Mr. Fry, I'm going to finish the second half of this. If Mr. Fry were here, he would say, may the light be with you always. And may you have a blessed and joyous and clarity day. Let's have some clarity, right? And don't be afraid to ask for help. All right. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye.